This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Masterverse, Masters of the Universe, New Eternia, Whiplash. We've got the standard, rather beautiful artwork on the side. In this case, we're seeing Whiplash in more of his classic or vintage look. And then, of course, on the back, we get the more New Eternia look, which again is one of those things that I really like, the New Eternia concept. I think it looks great. I like the more unique characterizations. So Whiplash, the tail thrashing warrior, the chaotic cataclysm that shattered New Eternia ripped open a portal to a terrifying dimension known as the Demon Zone, home of the powerful reptilian race, the Caligar, and their leader Whiplash. The merciless brute conquers New Eternia island by island as he crushes all who stand in his way with the savage power of his thick-hided tail. Uh, in the 2000 X series, that's kind of when they introduced Whiplash's race of people, and he was not the leader in that case, and he wasn't too bright. Not as dumb as he was, though, in the Filmation series. However, his race in the 2000 X series actually was associated with King Randor and Eternos, so they weren't bad guys and weren't conquering at the time. So let's open them up. He's also a deluxe figure, which is what they started doing when they wanted to really give us the different armor parts, like they originally did with the Barbarian, He-Man, and Viking Skeletor. Unfortunately, we don't get that much in the standard size anymore. Oh man. And here we have Whiplash and most of his glory. What's interesting to note with this figure is that his legs are actually designed to the knee joint to actually kind of keep this slightly bent angle to give him that more reptilian look, unlike some of the other figures where the knees fully straighten out. This tail comes as a separate piece, and it is a flexible, bendable material, so you can kind of reshape it. I hope they do the same kind of thing if they do a new Eternia version of Ratlore. Something else to note, this tail is designed so that once you put it in place, you will not be pulling it back out without breaking it. And he's got some paint all over his face. That's kind of a shame. He has two gripping hands on him, and of course he comes with two punching fists. We have the classic orange spear like he came with in the vintage line. He also has a torch. I'm kind of wondering, oh, hey, look at that. It comes off. I wonder if I can find a way to use one of those tea lights to put an LED in here so that it'll actually light up, because that would look really cool. And we have an axe. I'm going to go with these two are meant for the new Eternia version and not the vintage version. So his head is on a ball joint and looks around. His arms go up, down, spin around. He's got the bicep swivel. the double jointed elbows. His hands spin, and it has the in and out leverage. His hips stretch all the way out, go back in, go up, go back. He's got the double jointed knee, even if it is designed to be a little bit less straight than previous versions. He can actually almost kick himself in the butt, though. His foot has its usual swivel, although this is a very loose joint. And he's got the boot cut. Now, if we consider this to be his new Eternia version, showing him off as an armored warrior who's set bent on nothing but the conquest of Eternia. Or we can jump to another universe by removing his armor. The helmet itself is actually pretty nice, honestly. I think it's a good sculpting job. It's too bad it probably won't fit on anybody else's head. Hmm. Go ahead, get that off. Swing his waist around so we can get access to his belt. And with this, we end up with more of his vintage look to him. It looks pretty good. The head sculpt is a bit unique, though. It looks like they took a little bit of design from the 2000X series and a little bit from the vintage one to kind of create a combination head here. I think it turned out really good. And this leaking fang that's sitting there looks better than the one that sits in the middle, like he's got a fang coming out of his nostrils on the vintage one. The only thing I think, though, is that what they really should have done is made the feet themselves in the same skin tone as the legs and stuff, because this looks like he's wearing boots over it, and then he's got like blue feet, like he's not getting any circulation down there, and that's kind of silly. I know they kind of did it to match with, the bracers and the loincloth, but still, because he looks like scaled feet, not actual boots themselves, I do think they should have just gone with the green for that. Um, in addition to the other articulation we spoke about, his tail does spin around on that peg that it went in on. You can use him to, hit other characters like that. And if we want, wow, that was terrible. Sorry about that, I hit the camera. And he can now punch. Ugh. There you go. We've got our Masterverse Whiplash figure. He was on clearance at Target a couple weeks ago, which is when I bought this one. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying enough attention and got the one with the dripping tooth. But he was half off, so you might still be able to find him for that price if you go to Target, but I can't say for sure. It was in store, not online. So if you get a chance, I would say pick him up because he is a very nice figure and he's definitely got some weight to him. Oh yeah, I forgot. His ab crunch, on the other hand, is mostly useless. Probably because of the tail part. Anyway, Thanks for listening. Please feel to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all your time to watch me look like an idiot. Uh, Peace and love.